Red Bull on alert, slow driving, RB20 all wrong and visions of rival as champion in 2024. Logan Sargeant out in Monza? Haas is released in Holland and Verstappen could be at Mercedes in 2026. These and all the latest Formula One news, here on F1 Today. Strategy or desperation? The Verstappen speed controversy and Red Bull's future in F1. The Formula One season is in full swing, and fans are buzzing with the latest news that has shaken the paddock. Max Verstappen, Red Bull Racing's Dutch prodigy, has aroused suspicion by putting in a questionable performance, leaving many to wonder, was it a strategic move or a sign of desperation to speed up improvements at the factory? Verstappen, known for his exceptional skill and aggressiveness on the track, recently expressed frustrations with his RB20, claiming that something was wrong with the car. This statement came after a disappointing Dutch Grand Prix, where Red Bull seemed to lose pace, possibly due to a wrong bet on the car setup. The loss to McLaren not only alarmed the team, but also incited fears that Lando Norris' dominance could be a harbinger of greater challenges for the Austrian team. The situation is intensified by the words of team boss Christian Horner himself, who surprisingly admitted that Norris could be a title contender, echoing the sentiments of prominent figures such as Helmut Marko and Jos Verstappen. This admission raises questions about internal confidence in Red Bull's ability to maintain its leading position in F1. However, Verstappen's loss of performance in his home GP opened the eyes of one of the sport's greatest commentators, Martin Brundle, who even speculated that Verstappen may have slowed down on purpose. Brundle says that when Max knew he had no chance of beating Norris, he decided to slow down even more to generate some kind of desperation in the Red Bull factory and a sense of urgency to upgrade the RB20, which would pay off for the Dutchman in the medium and long term. This theory, as interesting as it is, seems unlikely, especially when you realize how easy it was for Norris to overtake Verstappen on lap 18, even on a track where it is extremely difficult to change positions. We still have a lot to talk about with the latest F1 news, but first I'd like to remind you to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more quality content like this. Haas F1 team, a financial turnaround and the race against time to Monza. In a twist worthy of a movie script, the Haas Formula One team found itself stranded at the Zandvoort circuit, with its cars and equipment held up due to a financial dispute with former sponsor Uralkali. The situation, which seemed straight out of a suspense thriller, had a positive outcome for the team, which is now preparing for the next round of the championship in Monza. The controversy began when Uralkali, following the early termination of the sponsorship contract, demanded the reimbursement of a significant sum, leading to a court order preventing Haas from removing its assets from the Dutch circuit. The team, already facing challenges this season, found itself in a race against time to resolve the issue and move on to the Italian Grand Prix. After intense negotiations and the fulfillment of financial obligations, Haas managed to release its assets and confirmed its trip to Monza, guaranteeing its participation in the next event on the F1 calendar. The Haas story at Zandvoort is a reminder of the complexity and challenges that Formula One teams face, both technically and financially. And as always, passion and commitment to the sport prevail, leading the team to overcome obstacles and prepare to accelerate at Monza, with the hope of better results and a more stable future. Sargeant at risk, Brazilians as possible replacements at Williams. The atmosphere at the Monza Grand Prix is buzzing with rumors of a dramatic change in the driver lineup. Logan Sargeant, the young American, could be seeing his seat threatened as Williams considers options for an imminent replacement. Among the names being considered, there is the possibility of two Brazilians, Felipe Drugovich and Gabriel Bortoleto, taking over the wheel. Felipe Drugovich, the prodigy who dominated Formula 2, and Gabriel Bortoleto, the promise backed by veteran Fernando Alonso, are at the center of attention. Alonso's influence cannot be underestimated, as his negotiations with Audi to secure a seat for Bortoleto in the next Formula One season could be a decisive factor. The choice of Drugovich or Bortoleto could not only reinvigorate the team with new blood, but also bring in a new passionate fan base from Brazil. Williams' decision and Alonso's support could well define Brazil's future in the sport and change the landscape of Formula One as we know it. However, there is still a lot of water to pass under the bridge, as there is much talk of Sargeant being replaced by Lawson or even Mick Schumacher, who seem to be the most likely options. And there's still a good chance that Logan won't even leave the team by the end of the year. Ferrari accelerates to victory, promising updates and favoritism at Monza. Scuderia Ferrari is preparing for one of the most anticipated events of the Formula One season, the Monza Grand Prix, the spiritual home of Italian motorsport. With significant upgrades to the car, the Red Team is determined to dominate the circuit and take a thrilling victory in front of its passionate fans. Fernando Alonso, the wily F1 veteran and former Ferrari driver, had no hesitation in naming his old team as the favorites for the challenge at Monza. The updates, which are being kept under wraps, promise to improve performance in critical areas, increasing the speed and aerodynamics of the already impressive SF21. Expectations are high among the fans, who are eager to see Ferrari triumph on their home turf. The team has been working tirelessly to fine-tune every detail, looking for every fraction of a second that could be crucial in the fight for the podium. Monza, known for its rich history, challenging corners and huge straights, is the perfect stage for Ferrari to demonstrate its strength. With the combination of strategic upgrades and the unconditional support of the Tifosi, the team has all the ingredients for a memorable performance. The race at Monza isn't just about speed, it's a celebration of the Italian passion for motorsport. And this year, with Ferrari ready to dazzle, the Monza Grand Prix promises to be an unmissable race for all Formula One fans. Mercedes at Monza, Antonelli confirmed for TL1 and 2025, and Verstappen's possible arrival. The Mercedes Formula One team is in the spotlight following the confirmation that the young Italian talent, Kimi Antonelli, will take the wheel in place of George Russell during TL1. The move is a clear indication that Antonelli may be preparing for something bigger, with rumors suggesting that his confirmation as Russell's teammate for the coming seasons could be announced as early as this weekend. The news comes amid growing speculation about Max Verstappen's future, with Mercedes not ruling out the possibility of bringing the Dutch champion on board in the coming years. The possibility of Verstappen joining Mercedes has been a hot topic among fans and pundits alike, creating a climate of expectation and speculation about the team's future dynamics. The decision to put Antonelli in TL1 is seen as a strategy by Mercedes to test the driver's potential in race conditions, giving him the valuable experience needed to compete at the highest level of motorsport and also be able to perform for his home crowd. Meanwhile, the opening for Verstappen suggests that Mercedes are looking to secure their dominance in F1 for many years to come, considering all options to keep their front line competitive, and in this case, Verstappen would fit perfectly into their plans. Let us know what you think about the news so far. And if you haven't yet liked the video and subscribed to the channel, do so now so you don't miss out on the latest Formula One news. Also, don't forget to comment on the content itself, so that we can improve our work for you more and more.